Music artists and entrepreneurs, what's good? Sarge here from MySarge.com, and today I'm getting into the top reasons. Sarge here from MySarge.com, and today we're getting into part two of reasons why family members and friends are not supporting your dream, not supporting your goals. If you missed last week's episode, it's all good. Just go ahead, check in the description. I have the link for the first episode so you can recap. Also, be sure to stay. Blah 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 blah. Ooh, all right. Anyway, be sure to stay to the end of this video, and I have a free download just for you. But you have to stay to the very end of this video. So go ahead and... What is wrong with me today? I got to get myself together. Basically, just hit the subscribe button and let the video start. Yeah. Salutes to that. So, in the last video, the points that I gave were more focused on the things that you were doing that were pushing people away from really showing you that support. So, in this video, I'm going to make sure that I focus a little bit more on the other people, the people that surround you, like close friends, family members, coworkers, and things like that, and reasons why, personally, for them, why they're not supporting you. So, are you ready? You sure? All right, let's get it. One of the main reasons why people may not be supporting you the way that you feel like they should is because they don't understand your vision. They don't understand what you're doing. Like, they don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. They don't understand the sacrifices that it takes to get what you're trying to do done. They don't understand the steps. They don't understand the decisions that need to be made, things like that. It's not clear as day to them. Now, why don't they understand it? Well, because it's not their vision. It's not their perception. It's not their goals. It's not their purpose. It's yours. It's yours. You're the one that made the decision that, hey, by the end of the year, I want to lose this much weight. You're the one that made the decision that, hey, I'm going to start my own company. I'm going to write my own book. I'm going to release my first album. You made that decision. But it's kind of hard from the outside to figure out what exactly you're trying to do if you haven't made that plain and clear. If you're on the outside, you have no idea. What creatives really need to understand is there will be people that just hop on the bandwagon from jump and they support you left and right. They're buying this, they're buying that, they're doing that for you. And there are other people that they need to see results first. They need to see a trend. They need to see you have this many followers. They need to see that this many people have bought your services and things like that. Certain people need to see you on TV first. Certain people need to see you on Google Play or Amazon or iTunes first. And that's okay. Not everyone is going to be the same. Some people are more result driven. And when it comes to family members and friends, I hate to say it, but some of them aren't going to support you until strangers are celebrating you. It's just the truth. Another reason why people may not be supporting you is because they are in what I call obligation status. Obligation status. Look, some people may feel in theory that they have to support you. Have to support you like, oh, well, I know him. He works at my job. I have to support him. Oh, she's a family member and they're close with my auntie or my uncle or my mom and dad. So therefore I have to support them. There are some people in your life that they feel obligated to support you because of how close they are with you, if they see you on a regular basis, that they talk to you on a regular basis, things like that. Here's the problem. Think about the last time you felt obligated to do something. Did you really give your all? Or did you just do it so you wouldn't hear anyone talk about you? Probably majority of you probably just did the bare minimum so people will leave you alone. And I'm saying the exact same thing. I might buy your product. I might buy a t-shirt. I might, get involved with your services. I might share your post. I might leave a comment. I might buy your album, things like that. But here's the problem. If I feel like I'm obligated to do it, like I really don't want to do it, I feel obligated, then I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to, so to speak, just check it off my to-do list. So no one can ever come back to me and say, oh, well, you never supported him. Oh, you never supported her. And that's how certain people around you feel. They feel like they're obligated to support you. So be careful. Do not, as a creative, do not throw shade at people that might be in this boat. Do not complain publicly all the time about this person doesn't support me or these other people don't support me. Do not do that publicly. You know why? Because when you do that, then you're only adding to that obligation they might already feel. All right, so another reason why people may not support you the way that you want is because of jealousy. Plain old envy, jealousy. Now, I know when I first started this series, there were a lot of people that were actually pretty surprised that I didn't mention jealousy first, because really jealousy and envy is one of the main things that gets talked about the most. But to be completely honest with you, if I'm keeping it a buck with you, if I'm keeping it 100 with you, jealousy is actually not as common as what people talk about. Like, to be honest, like in your journey, yes, there are going to be haters, but jealousy, I mean, let's take 10 people, you're probably, maybe 2 of those 10 people are going to be legitimate haters, right? Legitimate haters. But nevertheless, jealousy is a real thing. And that's why I'm using it as a point right now. In your journey and whatever you do, there are going to be people that just don't want to see you win. They just don't want to see you win. Now, some people, it's a little deceptive because it's not that they actually want to see you fail. Some of them actually want to see you be successful. They actually want to see you progress. Where the issue comes is they just don't want to see you go farther than them. They don't want to see you progressing past them. They don't want to see you make more money than them. They don't want to see you get a higher position than them. They don't want to see you going viral or getting signed or getting recognized, getting awards, things like that, because all of a sudden it brings out their own insecurities. It brings out the fact that maybe they're not working as hard as they probably should be, and you need to take that into account. Just be mindful. Not everyone has your best interest, and just because they're close, or just because they have a degree, or just because they went to so-and-so school, or whatever, accommodations, whatever it is, that does not mean they're looking out for you. In reality, they might be looking out for themselves. So be careful. Jealousy is a real thing. It is a real thing. And the last point I'm going to make today about reasons why people don't support you is because of a lack of trust. A lack of trust. Now listen, when I say a lack of trust, I'm not talking about a lack of trust in you as a person. What I'm talking about is a lack of trust in your brand. And actually, I'm going to give you an example of this. I'm going to give you a couple examples of this. For some of you, you like Walmart. You love Walmart. You know at the end of the day, that's where you're going to. That is your go-to place. But for other people, it might be Target. They might prefer Target. They love the brand Target. They can trust Target. For other people, it might be Bi-Lo. Other people might be Piggly Wiggly and a number of other places, right? But that's who they trust. Some people are Android. They love Android. They love what Android presents them as far as customization, things like that. Other people, they're like, nah, I'm Apple all day. I gotta have the iPhone. I gotta have, I gotta have my iPad. I gotta have, the Air, things like that. That's Apple's who they trust. And what I'm saying, when it comes to you as a creative, singer, songwriter, rapper, singer, whatever you do or whatever you love, some people, they just go with a trusted brand. They just go with a trusted brand. You might, like, matter of fact, forget music for a minute, right? Forget music for a minute. Let's just say you want to get into social work, or you want to be a life coach, a mentor, things like that. And you have the degree, you have the master's, you have the doctorate in psychology and things like that. But it seems like people aren't really, like, people know of your services, family members and friends, they know what you do, but they don't really listen to you. But let Will Smith or Steve Harvey hop on the phone or hop on TV for just 30 to 60 seconds giving relationship advice. All of a sudden they take that like it's the Bible. Like, oh, I gotta listen to this. I gotta take this. I'm gonna apply this to my life. You've been talking about them having a board of their goals in their room for easily a year. Now all of a sudden Will Smith mentioned it, Steve Harvey, all these other people mention it, people on The View mention it, and now they're willing to progress. Now they want to do it, right? And it's not because what you're saying isn't valid. It's the fact that they just have more clout. Celebrities and athletes and companies, Fortune 500, they just have more clout. People trust their brand. So please understand, sometimes people do not support you the way that you feel like you should be getting that support, mainly because they don't trust your brand yet. It doesn't mean that they won't at some point. Just understand that they may prefer something else at the moment. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. It's great that you have family members around you. It's great that you have friends around you, acquaintances, haters, whatever you want to call them. But at the end of the day, how far you go has nothing to do with them. Has nothing to do with them. Some of you guys are stuck in the same spot you were in last year because you're allowing other people to dictate your success. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop worrying about people judging what you're doing. Stop worrying about whether or not they'll give you your credit or give you your respect. It will come. It will come with time, effort, hours, blood, sweat, and tears. But you got to be willing to do it and forget about what everyone's talking about. Focus on what you do, and I can promise you, all those people that doubted you, all those people that should have been supporting you from jump, oh, they'll turn around real quick. Like, believe that. They will turn around real quick. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I have a gift for you. I have a free download just for you. Many of you guys contact me and you're like, hey, I don't know what stuff to put on social media. I really don't know like when I'm supposed to post, what type of stuff I should be posting about, things like that. So I have a free creative content calendar. The link is in the description. It will help you out. It's something that I use personally, so I know what things I should be posting on my Facebook, my Instagram, Snapchat, everything else. So if you're interested, check for a link in the description for your free download. You know, I gotta look out for you guys, man. I love every single one of y'all. You already know the deal. So, what'd you think? Did you guys enjoy this video? If so, go ahead and hit that like button and then hit that subscribe button so you guys get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if you guys have any type of tips, if you guys have any suggestions about a topic that you want me to talk about or speak on, please be sure to leave a comment at the bottom and I will add that to my list and I'll get on that ASAP. And as always, be you, enjoy your life, live authentic. Salutes to that. Catch y'all later.